the best companion planting guide for spring, summer, fall, and winter. Hey there, fellow gardeners and eco-enthusiasts. Welcome back to Eco Alchemy. I'm Pete, and today, we're diving deep into the world of seasonal companion planting. Get ready to discover how to maximize your garden's potential in every season. We'll explore the best plant pairings for spring, summer, fall, and even winter. Spring is a time of renewal, and your garden is no exception. As the soil warms, cool season crops like leafy greens, peas, carrots, radishes, onions, and brassicas begin to thrive. It's the perfect time to get a head start on natural pest control by planting pest-repelling companions early. Let's explore some winning combinations. One of the most effective spring pairings is carrots and onions. Onions naturally repel carrot flies, protecting your precious carrot crop. Carrots, in turn, help break up the soil, creating a more favorable environment for onions to grow deeper and stronger. It's a win-win. Another fantastic combination is spinach and radishes. Radishes are fast growers and act as a trap crop, drawing flea beetles away from the more delicate spinach leaves. This allows your spinach to flourish without being overwhelmed by pests. Plus, you get a delicious radish harvest. If you're planting peas, consider interplanting them with lettuce or beets. Peas are nitrogen fixers, enriching the soil and benefiting leafy greens like lettuce. Beets help break up compacted soil around pea roots, improving aeration and overall plant health. Don't forget to add marigolds and alyssum around your spring crops. These vibrant flowers attract beneficial insects, like ladybugs and lacewings, which prey on aphids and other pests. They also add a splash of color to your garden. As temperatures rise, it's time to transition to summer companion planting. This is when heat-loving crops like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, corn, squash, and beans take center stage. Summer also brings peak pest season, so companion planting for pest control, shade management, and soil moisture retention becomes crucial. The Three Sisters method is a classic and highly effective summer companion planting strategy. Corn provides natural support for climbing beans, allowing them to reach for the sun. Beans fix nitrogen in the soil, nourishing the corn and squash. Squash acts as a living mulch, shading the soil, reducing weeds, and conserving moisture. For tomatoes, interplanting basil, marigolds, and borage creates a powerful pest-repelling trio. Basil not only improves the flavor of your tomatoes, but also repels whiteflies. Marigolds deter nematodes, microscopic worms that can damage plant roots. Borage attracts pollinators, like bees and butterflies, while dissuading tomato hornworms. Cucumbers and dill are another summer powerhouse combination. Dill attracts predatory wasps, which feed on cucumber beetles, a common cucumber pest. Cucumbers provide ground cover, keeping the soil cool and moist. Adding nasturtiums as a trap crop keeps aphids away from cucumbers and squash, sacrificing themselves for the greater good of your garden. As we transition into fall, the focus shifts back to cool season crops. But this time, we can also use cover crops and soil-building companions to prepare our gardens for winter. It's a time for both harvesting and nurturing the soil. One of the best fall combinations is brassicas, kale, cabbage, broccoli, with aromatic herbs like thyme and sage. These herbs help repel cabbage moths, which are still active in early fall. Garlic and chives can also be interplanted with fall greens to ward off aphids and other pests. If you're growing beets or carrots, consider interplanting them with leafy greens like lettuce or Swiss chard. The leafy greens shade the soil, reducing moisture loss and keeping the soil cool. The root vegetables help loosen the soil for better aeration, creating a more favorable environment for both types of plants. Another key strategy in fall is planting legumes like peas and fava beans to fix nitrogen in the soil before winter. These crops help replenish soil nutrients after heavy summer feeding crops like tomatoes and corn, ensuring your soil is ready for the next growing season. When it comes to winter companion planting, the focus is more on soil health and cold-hardy crops. Since most pests go dormant, companion planting for pest control is less of a concern. Improving soil structure and microbial life becomes the top priority. One of the best winter strategies is using cover crops like clover, vetch, and winter rye. These plants prevent soil erosion, suppress winter weeds, and add organic matter to the soil when tilled under in early spring. They act as a protective blanket for your soil, ensuring it stays healthy and fertile. If you're growing winter greens like kale or spinach, planting garlic or onions nearby will help prevent fungal diseases by improving airflow and repelling overwintering pests. Adding mulching companions like straw or low-growing clover helps insulate the soil and keep moisture levels stable, protecting your greens from harsh winter conditions. For container gardening in winter, companion planting with cold-hardy herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage can protect delicate greens from frost damage while keeping the soil active. These herbs not only provide protection but also add a delightful aroma to your winter garden. By understanding which companion planting strategies work best in each season, you can maximize garden efficiency, improve soil health, and keep pests under control year-round. Companion planting isn't just about what grows well together. It's about adapting those pairings throughout the year to create a thriving, resilient garden. It's a dynamic process that requires observation, experimentation, and a deep understanding of your local climate and growing conditions. Succession planting. Stagger your planting times to ensure a continuous harvest throughout the season. Crop rotation. Rotate your crops each year to prevent soil depletion and pest buildup. Observation. Pay close attention to your plants and adjust your companion planting strategies as needed. Experimentation. Don't be afraid to try new combinations and see what works best in your garden. Soil testing. Regularly test your soil to ensure it has the nutrients your plants need. Now that we've wrapped up our companion planting mini-series, we're shifting into seasonal gardening topics, starting with spring planting strategies and succession planting to help you get the most out of every growing season. We're excited to share more tips and tricks to help you create a thriving and sustainable garden. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite companion planting combination for each season? Have you noticed any pairings that work better at different times of the year? I'd love to hear your experiences. Your insights and experiences are invaluable to our community. And if you found this series helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on the latest gardening tips, techniques, and strategies. I'll see you next time. Happy gardening, and may your garden flourish in every season.